do you really have to follow up with people until they drop dead or say yes? Have you ever heard that saying? And in this video, we're going to be talking about follow up and what are some of the traps that we all as marketers fall into. So stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing with you the right and wrong ways about following up. So maybe you've been frustrated with your follow ups and you look into your inbox of messages with certain people and you have like 5 or 6 messages that you sent out where as you're following up and you have no response, right? So you're not the only one that this happened to. I used to be like going through my messages and would be like embarrassed to see that people are not responding to my messages. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what is really a proper way and what you want to avoid, because it's not really true. Like does this even feel good to be like following up like this? Lots of trainers who are training posture, how to be postured about your business, are also training this follow-up until they say yes or they drop dead. And does that give you posture? Just think about it, right? Does it give you posture or it makes you feel weak? I would think it makes you feel weak because I've been there, and I'm going to be sharing with you something completely different and how I stopped doing these crazy follow-ups. My name is Anna Stropnik, and I help network marketers grow thriving business online and create a lifestyle that they love. Consider subscribing to this channel because here I share a video every single week helping you with your business. And I also have a blog. There's more free resources over there, so hop over there. It's annastropnik.com. And so let's get started. So we were talking about posture, right? So posture is really like, us having like, a strong feeling about what we have, how good it is. And, we don't really need everyone, right? We don't need every single person to join us. But yet when we are following up like this, we are sending a wrong message. We are like sending a message of desperation. So no matter what anyone says to you, you are being desperate. If you're sending messages and people are not responding to you like 5, 6 times, we are showing up as like desperate and our posture is weak. So they are in control. We are not in control of our business. And I used to be like that. I used to be like, finding out these clever ways on how do I follow up, how I get back to this, how I get them to respond. And I realized now that when I started doing attraction marketing, I don't really have to be doing that. So really, just think about it, like how this follow-up even started. It started with the pitch, right? You started with prospecting message. So you send them some type of message, they responded, they said yes, they're gonna watch a video, whatever, they're gonna join the meeting. And then you ask them, what happened, like what did they like best, or whatever way you followed up with them. And did you see the info, did you get the information? And they just ghost you, right? They don't respond anymore. So it started with that pitch. Maybe they were decepted, like maybe they didn't really know what was coming, and then they were just like, oh, it's one of those things or whatever. You just don't know because you were not like completely maybe in clear with them on what it is that you're going to be sharing with them. So there could be so many reasons why they're not responding. But the thing is, like, you reached out to them probably and you prospected them. So it's just going to feel awkward if you're following up as well. So 2 things that I used to hate when it comes to building my business, when I used to do it old school way, was prospecting and following up. So I would do anything else, I would make my posts, I would make my schedule, whatever, and I would always procrastinate on this. But the reason why I would is because that would just make me feel sick, reaching out to strangers, sending out those like crazy messages, copy pasting just to get like angry messages or to get no responses, and like spending all of my days in the messenger, like until my fingers would literally hurt from like sending all those messages, getting in Facebook jails, all sorts of things, right? And then following up with those same people. And it just wasn't, I was realizing that I was reaching out to like thousands of people, like while getting like really minimal results. And it wouldn't be something that I could teach my team. Oh yeah, this is like a great way, just prospect and follow up, because I know how it made me feel as well. So But sometimes we're just impatient with, our marketing message, and we just want fast results, and we think this is going to give us that fast result if we are the ones that are initiating conversations. But that's not always the case. Get better at marketing, really invest in yourself into attraction marketing, and like the whole world is going to change for you. So once I stopped prospecting, once I stopped following up, my business actually grew, because like that tension was gone, that tension, that like bad feeling about like doing things that we don't really enjoy. We are in this business because we are meant to be doing what we love, but there's aspects of this business that are being taught in old school marketing that are just not like what we want to be doing, right? So when you're following up, if you are actually doing marketing, if you're doing something where people are actually reaching out to you first, wanting to know more, the follow-up is going to feel a lot different, because they will want you to follow up with them, because they were the one that initiated conversations, right? So it's going to be a completely different story. So when you are following up, if you have sent 2 messages and they haven't responded, I would leave it at that. I would not be finding out like another clever way to follow up to make them respond. That's it. You had your shots. I can share with you like some of the ways that I used to follow up and like that are likely going to give you a response. But what is that going to do? So if you are sending some of the information, you just want to really get them off the fence and find out if they're yes or no, and you move on. So you can just ask a question. Hey, did you even see this? Or I don't know if this is not something for you. If it's not, just let me know, because you want to know, you want to send that clarifying message. But if they don't respond, they do not respond, so you gotta be like move on, and not like have these people on the list and like really be like holding them down until they drop dead or say yes, right? So I'm going to share with you more effective ways to follow up. Okay, so have you ever thought like having a Facebook group where you maybe have like testimonials, or you bringing in value that is valuable to your target market? Maybe have your stories, your posts, your everything that you're posting on your stories, on your social media profile, that is all follow up, because they're watching you, and you are in front of their mind without actually getting into the messenger. So having like links in your bio where they can just click and find out information on their own, that is all follow up. So just think of those ways on how you can actually follow up without you following up. What about email list? Like once you have somebody on the email list and you send those emails, those like stories, and sometimes you're promoting something, sometimes you're not, but people are more likely and they're okay if you are having them on their email, in their email versus in their inbox is just a little bit more personal, but email, you're sending them, it's a completely different energy. So those are the ways to follow up. And what I love about email campaigns is that you can follow up with thousands of people all at once. Just you write one email, you click on a button, and your autoresponder sends it out personally to each and every person on your list. So you don't have to be doing what I used to do manually, like reaching out to hundreds of people, where you can just send one email. You have that list of already qualified people who already follow you, you're bringing values into their lives, and you're just sending that email. So this is something that we teach in attraction marketing, and that completely changed my business. I used to be that mom that would spend weekends, really working on the business, sending those messages while ignoring my kids, and then one day my husband just came home and he's like, oh, it's a beautiful day, let's go to the beach. And I'm like, let's do it. I threw away my notebooks and I'm like, screw this, I'm not doing this anymore. And my business completely changed, because I now like spend like less than 2 hours every single day on my business, because I just get things done. I put them out there and I'm present with my kids, and that's the most important to me, because your why, like if your kids are your why, they want you to spend time with them. It's not, oh, mommy can't like play right now because I'm building my business, and like how long is that going to be? You know, how long are you going to be putting so much effort, so many hours into building something where there is actually more effective way that you can do it in less hours and still have that time for your kids. So if you'd like to get into our attraction marketing bootcamp, there is a link. There's going to be a link somewhere around this video that you can join, and I will see you over there. That will definitely change your business, so you don't have to be following up until people drop dead, and gain more time with your family if that's what you want to, or some other hobbies that you are maybe looking to do more of, and your business is going to be building itself on autopilot. So thanks so much for watching. I will see you on the next video.